Welcome, beautiful Black women goddess born, to my library. I'm Love, and let's get into it. I need to thank us Black women for joining me on one of my favorite subjects because I love knowledge. I love to read, I love to study, I love to go deep, and it just brings me such clarification and relaxation and comfort. And I want that for all of you. So again, thank you so much. Let's look at some books. Some of the books you'll see from my personal library are grouped, while others were pulled from these groupings. Our abilities, skills, talents, experience, knowledge, and understanding are different, yet we share great similarities in what we face in the world. Though not a monolith, we are what I call goddess born. An example is that I am a goddess born warrior, healer, and empath. Being warrior born requires vast knowledge, and I'm many other things to different people. One of my most important roles is being mother to a goddess-born daughter. Another role is to hold Black women sacred, protected, and uplifted, and share my knowledge with all of us in our diversity. We are artisans, we are sibyls, and we are powerful. The author Mama Zogby describes us as being of the purest bloodline from the great Black mother herself. As goddess-born, knowledge, understanding, and wisdom enhances, evolves, and ignites our preternatural elemental powers, what others quaintly term Black girl magic. Every book here and every PDF, all the different things that you will see, I've read them all. For me, knowledge brings a clarity, calm, a comfort, and a peace. You can pause, rewind, and begin your journey using the books that I've pulled from my library and making it your own. You'll find that many of the authors are Black women scholars themselves and are providing us with answers to real-life, well-researched, highly developed solutions from our unique perspective as Black women and Indigenous women. I know we were programmed and conditioned to believe that our own voices were not intelligent, brilliant, or worthy of teaching us about us, when these notions couldn't be further from the truth. Black women are ancient, highly evolved leaders, activists, system creators, scientists, mathematicians, architects and spiritualists, griots, queens, priestesses, and civilization builders of all times known to today and time immemorial. And we all get to enjoy learning from our own great Black women and Black girl minds. Not only are our bloodlines ancient, and our knowing is ancient, and we cannot just learn, we need to take action. How do I know? I freed up my time. I studied these Black and Indigenous women and girls, gained in their vast knowledge and understanding and wisdom, and I became one of them. I've authored now 7 books, 4 of bestsellers, 2 are high fantasy. You can do whatever you desire, Black women. Now, Black women, that we can both agree that Black women and Black girls, including you, are brilliant creators, genius, and of ancient goddess bloodlines. Let me share how I changed my mindset and let go of all the voices of others who require that I submit and serve them, and how I let go of my own thoughts of fear and doubt. Let's get into the library and get started. Pause to read what's coming up next. You have 10 different genres of books, some of which cross-pollinate. Pause to read the next part. I've set up a routine here that you can personalize, a basic study plan, if you will. I do encourage you to take notes, and here's how I do it. Pause to read this next part. This next section of books is on spiritual development, mental health, and protecting yourself using some of the most prolific writers and information from Black women. Pause to read. This next set is about our ancient, early, and current history as Black women, Black girls, Indigenous women, Indigenous girls. Pause to read the next section. This next section is about ancient matriarchal leadership, governance, and military infrastructure and cultures, all created by Black women. It's no wonder that we're able to do the same thing with ease today. One of the YouTube channels I recommend is Home Team. You will find a lot of historical information that you are reading about in the books. Pause to read the next section. This next section details out how we were betrayed, the policies, religions, tactics, and weapons used against us to violently separate us from our living memory. It also illuminates how different demographics used our bodies, our minds, and our genius to harness us and keep us enslaved. Despite it all, you will find in this section as well that we were resistant, that we stood up for ourselves, that we ended slavery, we ended Jim Crow as Black women and Black girls, and now we have to work on ensuring that other Black women, Black girls, Indigenous women, Indigenous girls can build capacity from what we've learned. Here you'll find some of the step-by-step methods as to how Black women, much like ourselves, created the Underground Railroad, the civil rights system, and dispelled Jim Crow and the different systems meant to destroy us. Pause to read the next section. Primarily written by Black women, we now get into self-development, critical thinking, and the psychology of defending ourselves, as we have always done. I'm asking that we read, study, and learn and become more curious about ourselves for ourselves. In this way, we develop solutions. For instance, the solutions that our young Black girls need at this time. Pause to read this next section. Here you will find diverse studies that I've accumulated. This is, of course, not all of them, but it is some that you can use to put together now what you've read about history, what you've read about how we conquered different eras, and we came up with action plans and solutions to our most critical problems. Knowledge and being able to wield it is absolute power. Pause to read this next section. These are actual habits that I employ when reading, gaining knowledge and understanding and wisdom. You will find here exactly how I think about what I'm reading, what I do with the material, and how I challenge myself to grow and gain in wisdom and understanding. You definitely can tweak this for yourself. Maybe you have some different way of gaining knowledge from reading. I read actual books, digital books, and I use audiobooks. It's up to you how you do this. Enjoy the knowledge, revel in it. You deserve it, and so does our next generation. We want the best for them, and I want the best for all of us. Our beautiful goddess-born daughters deserve us making a wonderful world for them. Love you, goddess-born.